to another episode of the Christy Beauty Show. Today with me we have an amazing poet who goes by the name Jo. Join me in welcoming her.
Hi, Christelle.
Hi Jo, so can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Who is Jo?
Who is Joe? Joe is a Ghanaian writer. Um, Career-wise, I'm a medical sonographer by profession. I am 28 years old. I'm a big girl, and I think I just really love to say that I'm a woman discovering myself and discovering God. Yeah.
How long have you been writing poems?
Basically, I think I've been writing poems for over 14 years. Yeah, because I started writing poems at a very young age. If I can remember, my first encounter with poetry was, I think, at the age of 6 years old. It wasn't my own poem, it was something that has been written, but I got interested in poetry because I loved to read it when I was young. So when I was young, I used to scribble words. I didn't really know what I was actually writing, but that is it. But to talk about serious poetry, I think that should pretty much be like when I was 14 years old. That was when I actually knew how to articulate the things in my head and what I really wanted to say.
What inspired you or motivated you to get into poetry?
Oh my god, I wish I knew because for me, writing has been like a journey because when I was young, I was doing more fiction alongside poetry, and there was a time that I was doing script writing. I could do a lot of script writing, and there was time that I was just doing short stories. So what actually motivated me into poetry? I've always loved poetry. Like I can really pinpoint one thing that motivated me. I think a lot of things motivated me into writing poetry, but one thing that I can really say is before I actually delved into poetry, I came across the movie by Tyler Perry based on Intozek Shange's book, poetry book for colored girls, and I really loved the monologue. I didn't really know that it was a based on her poetry book by then, and after going through the reviews of the movie and also getting to know a lot about the movie, I got to know that it was based on Intozek Shange's poems. So I started loving the poem because even watching the movie, I actually loved the monologues. I loved it for the fact that it was telling a story, but it was telling in a more artistic way. And so I can probably say that that was a point that I actually got serious with a style of poetry, even though I had been writing poetry. But Intozek Shange made me realize that poetry could be done in a different way, in a different style that kind of helped one to articulate their emotions or their feelings or what someone is feeling, or yeah.
How long will it take you to complete an eight stanzas poem, for instance?
Whoa, it's really hard for me to say. Like I said, for me, I'm not a literature student because for literature, I know they study poetry. They have different styles and stanzas. For me, I'm a free one verse. Mostly, I'm a one verse poet, if there is anything like that. I don't often break my poetry into stanzas. It depends on what I want to say. So there are times I have to sit and it will take me like 2 hours to pour out a poetry. There are some it just take me minutes. So I can really put a minute or I can really put a timeline to it. Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about your choice of words? Like, do you carefully select the words, or how do you go about choosing what word goes where, basically?
Okay, there are some I go all out. And there are some I kind of step back a little bit and ask myself, do I really want to use this word? But I think most of the words that I use, I'll go for the former way. I just put it out there. Anything that really makes me feel that this is what can express whatever I want to say. So, about my choice of words, yeah, I try to put out things out there that will get people to think things that are not very offensive. Yeah, that's one thing I try to do, not to put out words that are offensive, but things that we can relate to, everybody can relate to in a more rightful way, if I should put it that way.
When you write your poems, is the intention to create an impact on your readers, or do you just write for reading pleasures?
Okay, so when I write poetry, I explore a lot of themes. I write about friendship, I write about heartbreaks, I write about health issues, I write about pain, I write about love, I write about joy, I write about feminism, I write about social issues, I write about spirituality. Um, and in terms of spirituality, I would say I mostly channel my theme to Christianity, my conflict with my own personal Christian journey. Yes, so I actually write about anything that inspires me.
Have you witnessed a situation where your poems were being recited, and how did you react? How did that make you feel?
Yeah, I've had my poems being recited. I really felt so happy. There was a church service that some kids wanted some poems to recite, and then I wrote some poems for them, and they recited it in church, and it was a very beautiful moment for me. And then I've had friends also reciting my poems on other places, on other platforms, yeah, in other places, yeah. So it's a happy moment to always see that someone is really into my poem.
When you sit back and take a look at your poetry, do you think you're an accomplished poet?
Oh, no way. No, no, no way. I'm not an accomplished writer. I know there is more to be done because I'm not out there a lot, and there is more heights to take. There are more places to go. There are more truth to write. There are more vulnerability to review. So I don't think I'm there. Not at all. There are more room for me to improve as a writer, and that is one thing that I actually look out for every single day. As long as I live, I haven't accomplished because every single day of my life is poetry.
Which of your poems can you be caught reading over and over? And can you do a recital of that poem for us?
All right, so about masterpieces, I have to share three favorite poems. Okay, so I don't really have a favorite. I think all my poems are favorites. So actually just going to go ahead and share three of my pieces. This first one is called Adios, my longest poem. Actually, it's not my longest anyway, but there's a title. And this is how it goes. You are the last of your kind who will torment me, who will hurt me, who will give me only crumbs of love that falls from hard table of your heart. Whilst you feast on all I have but gave, you are the last of your kind, who will come in all dressed with smiles and cuteness, wanting to know me, eager to understand me, how I am molded, how I am formed. You are the last of your kind, who will see me, my flaws, my vulnerability, my shame, who will hear my story, my past, my fears. You are the last of your kind, who I will let have my number, call thrice a day, ask if I have eaten in the morning, ask how work is going on in the afternoon, ask when I am sleeping in the night. You are the last of your kind, who will test me early in the morning, use words like dear, baby, darling, honey. You are the last of your kind, who will give me pet names like rainbow and turquoise and make me forget my real name. You are the last of your kind, who will merit this opportunity to drop a call from my mother, hang on my best friend, ignore simple days, close a book just to gather all the time in this world to talk to you and hear you as you whisper things into my ears. You are the last of your kind, who will buy me a gift I will struggle to put on because I am afraid I'm going to hurt you if I tell you pink is every woman's color but not mine. You are the last of your kind, who will know my password, my bank account details, my last transaction, my menstrual cycle days I am ovulating. Days estrogens are high and progesterones are low. Days I am cramping the quantity of blood. I am shedding the intensity of pain. I am bearing. You are the last of your kind, who I will let into my home, cook for you, sleep on my bed, tell you stories, make you laugh, read you poems. You are the last of your kind, who will inquire of my dreams, my visions, and aspiration, but with no intentions to believe me, accept me, encourage me, motivate me, cheer me. You are the last of your kind, who will raise my hopes and drop a dead. You are the last of your kind. I almost gave up all my dreams for you. I almost had a permanent tattoo inscripted on my mind that I wasn't good enough. Not worthy of a healthy love, not worthy to be sacrificed, not worthy to be saved, not worthy of grace, not worthy of healing. You are the last of your kind. How I wish you were another somebody other than my own self. How pathetic. But I should be worried, especially now. Two women have come to live here. One is the last of her kind. Yes. And this is another poem is entitled Body Physiology. It says, I have been taught since childhood to be a lady, to be gentle with words and use them like sacraments, to rather learn to say I am in the time of the month, I am in my period, Dracula has come, this is my danger zone, there is fire on the mountain. But no, I am bleeding, and that is what is happening. Is it a taboo for a woman to admit her own body physiology? And then the last poem, which is entitled Lover. Lover was the one who poured honey into your mouth. Lover left you and went away, but lover left a taste in your mouth. And you only know one way how love must taste like, even if you accidentally let your tongue take a sip. When lover calls you beautiful, your day is always good no matter what. When lover slides his hand quietly behind your back while you both walk at the mall, you feel like a queen. When lover kisses you, you melt into all the stages of woman he had been once before. Lover left, lover is gone, but lover is not gone, and every man who has come after lover looks like lover, walks like lover, smells like lover, eats like lover, sleeps like lover, bath like lover. Lover lives in all of them, and I don't understand why. Because when lover went away, lover forgot to carry away the taste in your mouth. And it doesn't matter who brings what and when, everything tastes honey, and you will still convince yourself again anytime somebody pours anything in your mouth. It could be vinegar, but you will say, this wine tastes like lovers. Stop killing yourself.
Thank you so much for granting us this interview. So before you leave, can you please just tell us how our viewers can follow you, or where can we get copies of your writings?
So I actually took to Facebook, social media to share my poems. Haven't really done pretty much on Twitter. I share most of my poems on Facebook and Instagram, and then on my WhatsApp status, and then on my website joinketiah.com. But most of my write-ups are on Facebook because that was where I started. I started writing poetry on Facebook about 11 years ago. So I've actually built a lot of followers. Yes, and Instagram is picking up a little bit. And then, of course, my blog. Yeah.
Alright, that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, leave your comments, follow us on Twitter, like our Facebook page. And until next time, this is Crystal saying bye.